Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's session of Glory of the Giants here on Swindler's Den. We've got a fun one for you tonight, but before we get into any kind of recap or gameplay at all, let's do a quick couple announcements, because of course, if you want to support this channel, if you want to like and subscribe to this YouTube that you're maybe currently watching it on, that would be greatly appreciated. You can see more of our content. We have plenty of different campaigns, both completed and ongoing, which... Speaking of ongoing, Curse of Strahd, it is sometimes on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're getting in that busy season where it's kind of a hit or miss, but we're trying to be as consistent as we can because we're getting towards the end. So perfect time to catch up right before then. Otherwise, be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. And especially on our Discord, where you can talk with other players, other viewers, DMs. We just have a grand old time over there. Speaking of the Discord, Grizz, guess what I checked yesterday and it wasn't there. No. If you want a link to the Discord, if you go to the About section of our YouTube, there is a link there that will bring you right to it. Otherwise, let's introduce our players for tonight. We're going to start off with Grizlocke.
Hi, I'm Grizlocke, and I'm a bad boy. Anyways, I play Kelborn Kerrigan, the half-elf ranger. You can find me on YouTube under the name Grizlocke, and maybe Twitch, but it doesn't seem to want to work sometimes for me. I don't know. Anyways, that's me. Hello. Goodbye.
Speaking of bad boys, we have Barely Caffeinated. I'm sorry, you go after Grizz. You get all of his weird shit he says. I mean poop.
Yeah, right. Hey there, I am Barely Caffeinated. You can find me on Crits and Coffee on YouTube. Also, me and Grizz are playing through WoW Classic Hardcore, and we've only died, 10 times. But tonight I am playing as Siegfried, the human cleric.
Speaking of dying 10 times, we have DrPhage.
Hello, I'm DrPhage, or Adam. You can find me on Twitter at Little Growth. And especially speaking of dying, I'm going to plug the first campaign that I was on here, and the first one that Baka DM'd, which was Mythic Odyssey of Theros, often called the sleeper of the channel. It's very good. Check it out. It's all on YouTube. And tonight, I'm playing Benjamin, the half-elf warlock, who has a totally normal patron.
Yeah. If you guys enjoy Glory of the Giants, Mythic Odysseys of Theros takes a lot of ideas for Glories came from that. It's very much a boss rush, big power, swing 'em hard kind of campaign. So
you know who else swings it hard?
I wasn't gonna use that, but I forgot what I was gonna say. So you know who else swings it hard? It's Kyle.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing in hard on that totally normal patron.
That's what it
was. You can find me over at I forgot for a second. I was going to say Glory of the Giants. Gluttian Earth over at IDL_RPGS, the Interdimensional Library. I am with Baka and DrPhage or Adam. But you can also find me over the parking lot of Denny's, beating up a not so normal patron. But today I'll be playing Faerun in his wet tidy whitey.
And speaking of those wet tidy whities, we got to do a recap to let you know why they are so wet. Last time, our group were following a sleepwalking or some kind of charm beguilement of Benjamin as he wandered along the river, the toxic infested river towards the forest. Where eventually they came upon a thicket where inside they found a tree that had these strange white fruits that upon closer inspection had faces upon them. They were all talking and laughing and trying to get Benjamin to join in their merriment. Benjamin came to just in time before he bit into one of these face fruits and decided this tree needs to die. No more laughter here, no fun in this land. They fought against the tree. Got a little scary for a moment, but in all actuality, it was a tree that stood still, and they just whacked the hell out of it, and then went back brought back one of the missing persons, and then finished their rest before heading out of the town of Secomber towards the coast, because young Benjamin needed to talk to his totally normal patron, who had no other plans at all, nothing. Eventually, once making it to the ocean, the whole party decided they wanted to be within the glory of this patron and walked into the ocean with Benjamin, where they were all swept up by a riptide and nothing bad happened at all. Cavhorn didn't get talked to by the Queen of the Sirens, saying she wanted to keep him in the depths, safe from the other gods who were trying to take him. Cavhorn also talked to Valida, the champion of the Spirits of the Mountains, earlier, a few days earlier. But that didn't really matter, because now he's talking to the Siren Queen. He decided, no, this place is scary. I'm underwater. I don't like this. Please let me go. She wasn't allowing him to, and when he attempted to, she used a siren scream to try and stop him, where he was then saved by Valkyr, a god of sailing, who has said to have been the only one able to weather Umberlee's storms, but seemed to also be able to weather this new Siren Queen's storms, where he then fired Cavhorn out of a cannon to get him to safety, and where he landed in the sand with his wet tighty whities on. And now we know the story of the wet tighty whities. But during this time also, Benjamin was scolded by his patron and then let go, and Siegfried and Kelborn, who were swept up in a riptide the entire time, were also released during the anger of the Siren Queen, and they all started to reconvene on the shore. And that is where we are currently. As all of you swim, you see Cavhorn, ass up in the air, as he is meant to do.
Excuse me? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I feel like that's an editorialization by
What do you want? You guys take over. What do you want from me?
Have we got? Yeah, go ahead. You go first. Sorry.
Cavhorn will get out, realizing that he said white tighty whities. Go and put on his armor as quickly as he can.
Start putting armor over your wet body.
Yes. There's not enough time. I need to cover my body.
But yes, you guys, unless you guys have anything you want to say to each other before you get to the shore, you're making your way on the shore.
No. Benjamin especially is not saying anything in the ocean because he knows he's still on thin ice. Just like, let's get out of the ocean so she can't grab me again.
As you do step onto shore and like your clothes start to cling to your body, you do feel something in one of your closer pockets, like one of your trouser pockets that'd be closer to your skin.
I'll reach into my pocket then.
You reach in and pull out a small, looks like a chunk of coral. And in your mind, you hear, "Eat it." Almost a begrudgingly command for you to eat it.
I also begrudgingly, it's like a rock. This is not gonna end well. I just like put it in, try to bite it.
Mm-hmm. You bite into it. And it's at the point where the coral is like dead enough that it's very fragile and easy to bite into. But you do feel like the goo of the creature ooze out of it and down your throat. And you feel it start to entangle itself into your bloodstream. You also and you start to feel like a calcification process happening under your skin. If you look in your handouts, you should have a new handout there for you.
Oh. Very fun. Very cool. Okay.
I want to see.
It's a secret. You don't get to see. It's for me.
Yeah, Gavhorn's been starting to pull on his armor over his wet whitey tighties, catching water inside of his armor. That's going to mold. And the rest of you get out of the ocean.
Once we get like beyond the reach of the waves, I will turn to the other two and ask, did you see anything? Did she speak to you?
I'm looking at Siegfried.
Siegfried's just wringing out his robe, and it appears she didn't want to meet us.
That's not surprising, but
I don't know why not. I mean, I'm a pretty nice guy, you know?
She can have particular tastes as to what she wishes to interact with, I guess is the best way to say it.
Oh, I'm glad to see. No, go on.
I was going to say, I suppose I understand, but I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to meet her.
It may have been for the best. Kevhorn, are you all right?
At first, you'd see him all like frazzled, scared. Then he'd hear your voice, and he'd look up at you. You'd see a bit of anger, and you feel a presence behind you as he picks up his trident. Did you know what your patron was going to do?
No. I knew she wanted to talk to you.
Talk? That's all she told you.
She did say she wanted you, but she wants many things. I didn't know what it would entail.
He looks away, closes his eyes, takes like deep breaths. I'm going to trust you for now. As you see his echo walk past you, assuming that's what was behind you.
Yeah. In the nature of that trust, and based off of what she told me, I will give you this information. I want to call it a warning, but I do not mean any ill will by it. She wants you still, and has asked me to bring you to the ocean again.
He will turn back to you, look at you dead in the eyes. I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen again.
Understood. I suggest then that you find someone who can protect you from her, because the storm giants are in the ocean. We're likely gonna have to go back down there again.
Straightens his posture because he's been like heavily breathing. I think I already have.
Good.
Let's get out of here.
Kevhorn turns to leave this tense situation. Do the rest of you follow him back to the cart?
Yeah.
You do so. Oh, go ahead.
I'll just kind of like whisper to Siegfried. I mean, I guess it could have been worse.
We could have been killed.
Hey, but we weren't. And Kevhorn made it out.
That's true, but a little warning would have been nice.
Aye. Yeah.
I'm just glad everyone's all right.
Now, why do you think it wanted him and not me? I mean, as we're like packing up our stuff or whatever.
Yeah. You make your way through the Delta area that you approached in. Make it back to the cart before too long. You'll find your things still in their places where you hid them. Owlbear just sitting where Kevhorn left it sitting when he told her to stay. As you approach, Huey is, how'd it go?
She is disappointed.
That's usual. We usually have me, though.
I mean, she's disappointed in me as well, but we have a
That's
reprieve until we are finished with this giant nonsense.
That's good, I think. I'm gonna get the blunt of it whenever you send me back, though. Is it blunt or brunt?
I believe it's brunt.
That sounds right. Sorry, I was doing something else while you guys were gone. But you're able to clamber up in the cart, gather your things, get the horses turned around. These horses that you've effectively stolen from Neverwinter.
Hey, requisitioned.
I didn't realize that.
Absolutely. I made the decision to keep using the horses.
Hey, it's saved on some travel time.
Good thing we're leaving here, because I think a skunk might have been in the area.
Yeah, skunk.
How do you do that? You don't eat anything.
I mean, I just go.
Don't.
And then I keep it inside.
That's okay. I still don't.
But speaking of travel time, what is our plans, gang? You have had a few different leads. Obviously, damn it, never mind. We'll do that later. Obviously, you've heard about frost giants doing excavation up near the glacier. You've heard about possible allies in the Goliaths in the spine of the world, as well as a ancient black dragon in the high moors. You've seen possibly the cloud giants moving castle in the sky, in the clouds, but don't know if it's still where you left it. You heard about fire giants being further south in, I forget the name of those mountains, which is probably good for a DM to do. The Stormhorns. Obviously, there's the gathering army outside of Neverwinter, and we have two Fey portals, which you've heard about. Fomorians, the banished giant folk, possibly taking over the Fey. You don't know the extent of that, only what the ogres have told you. As well as Kelborn does have some duties to be attended to. He needs to check in the Feywild. But you do have two portals that you were told about. One that leads you to the Summer Court, which isn't the court Kelborn is from, but it is an option. That portal is closer in the Misty Forest. Or there's a portal straight to the Spring Court, which is up in the Star Mounts, which also kind of ties into another loose thread that you have, the toxic properties of the Unicorn Run that leads into the Dellenbire River that have been making people sick and making it hard for towns like Secomber and Daggerford to have fresh water consistently. So, what's the plan?
This may be a little retroactive.
Okay.
But I know you described the like gunk in the river obviously eventually making its way into the sea.
Yeah.
Has there been any, like, did we notice any effects when we were at the beach, or is it so diluted at that point that like it hasn't really impacted anything yet?
At this point, it seems so diluted once it hits the ocean that it isn't a problem currently, but it seems to be a consistent and steady stream of it coming down the river. So it'll eventually start making some kind of effect on the coast, you assume, but as of right now, nothing.
Okay.
Okay, which portal?
You know, it makes sense to go straight to the Fae, the Spring Court, and plus, I mean, if we could solve the river situation, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yes, I was thinking something similar. You had mentioned and we saw there was issues with the portals, and I would be cautious to enter at the Summer Court, hoping to get out at the Spring Court, and we may not be able to re-enter then there.
Okay.
So unfortunately, and I apologize, we have to do a bit of backtracking.
Woo!
Hey.
All right. Is everybody good with this plan? Or go ahead, actually, sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, if we are going to go up to the Star Mounts, however, I don't know if we'll be able to take our cart into the forest. Just something we'll have to consider.
Hey. You might be able to sell them off. Secomber, or just leave them there until we come back.
I was thinking something similar, or if I don't know how. I'm not. Are any of you familiar with the High Forest?
We can do history checks, or history checks.
I'm not going to.
Kefhorn's from the east. He wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well, so I guess I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't really spent much time in that area. You would have been either further south or near your portals, so.
Yeah. No. But I mean, you've seen one forest, you've seen them all, right?
Well, the question more would have been if the forest would have been easily traversable by horses, even if we didn't have a cart, so that perhaps we could trade in the cart for another couple of horses and still make better time. But I don't know forest well enough if that would save us any time, or if that would just be more of a hassle, bringing horses into the forest.
I would guess some of the people around Secomber could have that information for us.
True.
Sounds like that is our first stop then. And if they have horses, perhaps getting some. And if not, I'm sure our friends at the general store will look after our cart for us until we return.
Yeah, we did save the son-in-law, after all.
Yes, I don't think it'll take much to convince them.
All right. You guys start making your way. You do pass through Daggerford. If you want to get any supplies here or wait till Secomber, you can. Again, I'm really loosey-goosey with the rations. I don't really care. But if you want to be like, hey, I need a day of rations, it's 5 silver per day. Otherwise, it'll take, again, it was about 3-ish days down here. So we'll do about 3-ish days up to Secomber. But during that travel, let's do a little bit of a cutscene,
Ooh.
shall we? Let's see if I still have it. I don't, so I'll just be quiet for it. We once again, camera soaring over the now becoming more frozen tundras of Icewind Dale as it gets late summer. Snow is starting to fall more. Icewind Dale still, the 10 towns itself is still a lot more. It still is green right now, but as you get closer to Glacier, the snow starts to build up. And we see as frost giants are moving large rocks and chunks of ice. Some of them are using enormous pickaxes to break away at the ice and shovels to help move it as well. And we see as a larger frost giant with long white beard and hair is kind of sitting on a large chunk of ice, kind of just watching over the plains, the tundra. It's kind of picking at meat in between his teeth with a large shard of bone. When from behind him, some of the giants shout, "I think we've hit it. We found an arcane barrier." He stands up, strides over to the place where they had been digging, and looking down, there's like almost like a wall of light, but it's kind of transparent, kind of bluish. Kind of pokes at it, takes his axe out and pokes at it, and you can see the ripple of arcane energy go over the barrier. And underneath, you can see a large tower made of black stone. And he looks at the other frost giants before saying, "Call the queen. She'll want to be here right away." And we'll quickly cut back to the party, who is now coming into Secomber. You pull up, people greet you as you enter, recognizing the people who stopped the disappearances from happening. Kind of make your way over to the general store.
Hello again.
Oh, hello. It's good to see your faces. How was your trip out to the coast?
You know,
Older gentleman.
careful going out there. There's riptides.
Oh,
Don't
I
want to
wouldn't dream
swim
of it.
with them. Don't swim against them or try to fight them if you find yourself out there. Just a wee tip.
Thank you, but I think I'll be staying home. I'm not much of a traveler these days. Plus, I'm still running the shop until Trevor gets fully recovered from his experience.
Always the
He should
boy.
be back any day, though. He's doing better, gaining some muscle back. He was only gone for a day, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But you know, you gotta be gentle with coming back right away. But what can I do for you lot?
Do you know the forces near Starmount?
I when I was a lad, I went up there once in a while.
Do you know if a cart or horses could possibly go through them easily?
Oh, I don't. Well, when I was last there was kind of a trail next to the river. Nothing a cart could go through. It's not really a travel space. Well, smaller riding horses probably could do just fine, but I don't think a full cart would make her.
Is the owlbear small horse size?
Yeah, your owlbear is small enough. Your owlbear is like a full-grown mastiff plus some at this point.
I'm good. I don't need a horse.
Oh, where could we procure horses if need be?
Oh, well, if you're in need of some riding horses, I can ask around. find some for you. I mean, it might cost you something, but I could try to get some discount for you.
That would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
How much do horses usually go for?
Let's find out. Horses price 5e. Just looking in my book. Typically, a riding horse is 75 gold, but I could probably get it down a little bit since you did save us from the disappearing, obviously.
And we're going up river to figure out what's polluting the place.
Oh, well, that's even more of a reason. Well, yes, I'll bring it up to especially the fishers. They'll probably have some horses they could spare, at least for the time being. Or if you full out buy them, maybe it'll get them by until you can figure out what's going on with the river. Give me a few hours, and I'll look around for you.
Right. I turned to the group and we could just see if one of the fishermen will take us upriver in the boat.
I don't know.
Was the river that deep?
Yeah. Is this like
Yeah,
canoe or?
Like a smaller boat could. It's like a rowing boat.
That's a possibility too.
Just throwing it out there in case we don't want to spend all this money on horses.
How much does a rowboat cost?
Well, you'd be paying for the service essentially, unless you wanted to buy a rowboat from somebody.
Oh, I'm not carrying that shit with me.
To be fair, rowboats only 50 gold.
But we could just hire somebody to bring us there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? We could just like sit back and relax the whole canoe trip, you know?
They're gonna be rowing for hours with our heavy asses in the owlbear club.
For days, depending on how close you're trying to get.
Oh shit. Sorry, I'll poop.
Is it downriver? Do like I remember? Oh no, never mind. That doesn't make
You'd be
sense.
going upriver.
We'd be going upriver. Yeah. So, not a great trip.
You had spoken with Old Briar, who is a fisher. Perhaps we could ask him if they know anyone who would, if they even have anything that would be able to bring us upriver with any sort of speed.
I'll look at Kelborn.
We get along quite swimmingly.
No, I didn't read the situation like that.
He invited me right into his home.
No, he
Great
walked
guy.
in. He walked in and commented on his floors.
Dude, what is that? Is that a Feywild thing? You seem to be a bit obsessed with flooring, or is that a personal touch?
Sometimes.
Does it come from being in the forest because you didn't really have floors all that often?
No, you know, I don't know.
And why
Ever
that
since
specific
I was a
design?
young-
Yeah, it's also herringbone, which is
It's
very
herringbone.
specific.
I mean, it's intricate. You know, if it was any normal floor, I mean, the craftsmanship of herringbone floor, it's just something about it.
Okay, interesting. So is he not the one to talk to? Should we go and talk to a different fisherman?
We could
Looking more
try
like
talk to
Headborn
Briar.
than
Let's try Briar. It's been a couple days. Maybe the moment has passed his memory.
Well, lead on. I don't know where he lives.
Yeah.
You lead the group to Old Briar's house.
Oh,
Yes.
Briar!
I-
Friend!
I step up. I arm him away. Step up, and I'll knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Few moments. Door opens. a jovial face at first quickly turns into a not scowl, but like a little more neutral. As, oh, you're back, are you?
Yes.
He kind of puts himself in the door frame more, so you can't get it.
I'll step back. Give him some space. So, would you know anyone or be willing to help me and my party up the river into Starmount Forest?
Why would you want to go up the river? It's all toxic.
That's the reason we want to solve what's causing the abnormalities of the river.
Huh. And you want a boat?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Are your friends?
I'm going to try and give advantage. Say, Reginald at the general store is looking into horses for us, but since there's a fishing industry here, we weren't sure if going upriver by boat would be more feasible in this community. We would, of course, pay for any services.
Were you gonna say something, Kelborn?
No.
Okay. You have advantage.
Okay. I rolled pretty good first time around. Let's see with advantage. Not good enough. I rolled a 21.
I tell you what, I'm not using it right now anyway. I got a boat out back I can let you have for 35 gold.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, that would be perfect.
I could see Grizz wanting to say something. I'm just waiting for it.
I saw that too. That's why I responded really quickly.
I mean, we don't need a boat. We just need a ride in a boat.
If you want a ride, it's going to cost more.
If you look at it this way, you know he's not in your house.
Yeah, but I'm in a boat with him.
I can act as a barrier between you two.
Rowboats aren't that big.
I know.
I'm right here. This is kind of rude. I mean, I thought we had something. You let me into your house.
We have something, all right.
Shared conversation.
Tell you what, if you want my services as well, you wouldn't get to keep. You wouldn't get to keep the boat, and to make up for lost fishing time, it'd be a total of 60 gold.
Wouldn't it be easier for you to fish if the river here was clean?
Yeah, that's why I'd be selling you my boat, because I wouldn't have a boat if you clean the river. That's my compensation for this help that you're providing.
We appreciate the offer. We'll get back to you soon. Again, Reginald is looking into horses for us, so we'll check back to see what is going to be best for us. Thank you very much.
All right, yes.
And the door's all shut. You know,
He shuts it.
I thought he was a lot nicer of a guy last time. I misremembered him, I guess. I remember being a lot friendlier.
He did sour a little bit as time went on.
You know, sometimes it's hard to read people the first time you meet them. It can be hard to get a good idea of who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to spend time at the tavern, you can. Like 2 silver will cover drinks if you want to do that, or you can just kind of wander. Or if there's anything specific you want to do while you're waiting, you can let me know. Otherwise, within a couple of hours, the general store owner, which obviously has a name that I remember and is very cool.
Reginald.
Reginald, that's what I said. I remember Reginald. He's so cool. He'll come back to you. Well, I don't know if you're looking to trade in your wagon and horses or have them watched or what the deal is. But I got a couple of horses 4 horses I could get for the lot of you. It'd be 15 gold a horse if you did 4 horses. But we could do just a straight up trade for your wagon and horses if you like. I will say your horses are bigger because they're meant to pull things, whereas these would be smaller horses.
Well, that sounds like a good deal. We trade the horses and the cart.
Or we can just hold them for you,
But,
too,
I
if you
mean-
plan to come back and get them. Just you take those horses for now. We hold the wagon and horses, and then you bring them back. Or...
I mean, it's not my cart. I assumed it's one of yours. I met you guys kind of later.
Yes, we were given for our. It was given to us for our mission here. So it would be. Yes, to hold it here would be perfectly fine, or to trade it in.
Hearing that lie, I will inch towards Siegfried.
Siegfried was not paying attention.
Obviously, if the horses can't come back for any reason, we'd have to compensate for that once that happens. But
Hey, what if
I'm
we
sure
pay?
you'll bring them back.
We could do like a deposit sort of thing. You know, we put down money in case the horses may come to the environment, or we forget to bring them back. That way, you won't be out of, you know.
Yeah, if you want to put some kind of down payment on them, that'd be good too. And then you could get your money back when you brought them back.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. This is half in, half out of game. If we have 4 regular horses, I don't know if we'll need the cart anymore. Like, even if we're going on the regular road for future travel.
Yeah.
But my owlbear.
Oh, that's true. The owlbear.
Owlbear's big enough to walk.
It's cute little paw pads.
Do we think he could keep up with the horses, though?
It depends on your speed. Owlbears have like a short sprint kind of thing. They're not they can run for long distance, but not the same pace as a horse could. So you could just go slower pace with the horse, and the owlbear will be fine.
This is not that important of a decision. We'll take the horses. You can have the cart and horses. If we come back, we can trade them back, and we can just re-exchange them.
All right, sounds good. I'm glad
We don't
we could
need to
help.
spend any more time on this whatsoever.
We don't want to spend the rest of the session on this.
No, I personally do not.
Actually, I kind of do.
Do the horses
You're
have
killing me.
names?
Yes. Do you
Wait,
want
can I name my
them to
horse?
keep- If you want to, they're animals. They don't know any better.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they have names that they recognize. You know, like,
Rude.
I'm here,
They
Sugar Plum.
recognize the tone of your voice. They don't know common.
That's no
As much
fun.
as you think your animals know what you're saying, they don't. That's what I am putting into this world, and you're gonna have to deal with it because I'm the DM. But if you want their original name, I'll give it to you. I don't want to deprive that luxury from you. They're gonna have a real dumb name though if I give it to you. So.
Say, Reginald, do you happen to sell vials?
Empty vials?
Yes.
Yeah, I could sell 1 or 2 to how many you need.
Just one.
What size?
A small one should be fine.
Small one? Yeah, I can give you one for 2 copper pieces. Ain't no thing. Unless you're looking for a fanciful one.
No.
If just glass is fine, then 2 copper is all you need.
He'll clunk 2 copper onto the table.
Oh, good clunk. Here you go.
And he's going to take the vial and just walk outside. And he's going to collect some of this water.
All right. Dip your hand. You can feel like just the viscous, almost just like sludge run over your fingertips as you dip the vial in. Pull it out to get it like wiped off in the grass so it doesn't have residue on the outside and get it all sealed up. Or you can drink it, up to you.
Siegfried is going to study it. Doesn't necessarily have to be this very second, but I figured on the way he would kind of study it here and there.
Drink it.
Step
Drink it.
2. You have to examine it first, then you drink it.
We know what happens when you drink it. We saw it.
Well, he did fail the con save, so maybe try and pass the con save and see what happens. But yeah, 4 horses are brought to you. There's a all white one, one with brown and black spots on its rear, one that's brown with white mane, and one that's all black.
I want the white one.
Do you want its name?
I'm gonna name it Daffodil.
Okay.
A Swift.
I'm gonna get the black one.
All right.
I wasn't talking quick enough.
right.
I'll take the spotted one.
All right. Siegfried has the brown one with the white mane. Anybody else name their horses?
I named my horse Horsey.
All right. Kev Horn's horse has a name, but not the owlbear. Remember? He did go with Horsey, though, so I guess what can you
Does
ask?
it really have a name?
Are they? Oh, fuck! I don't know fish well enough. Hold on, give me a second. I'm googling.
Tuna. Big tuna. Little tuna.
They kind of are. Because they're spotted. I'm gonna call mine Grouper.
Grouper. Siegfried. No,
like that.
no pressure. You don't have to name it if you don't want to.
Mater.
Mater. I wonder where that name derives from.
Like tomater.
Or Il Mater?
It's like, okay, wasn't expecting that.
All right. You'll get your horses. You have your vial of nasty water. Anything else you want to do in Secomber before you start heading up to the High Forest?
No.
No. All right. You guys start making your way out of town then and towards the High Forest. It's about a day and a half travel across the plains before you actually reach the forest itself. You can see it looming in the distance. And even from here, you can see this enormous spire coming out of the forest towards the back of it. Raises up even further past the clouds. You aren't able to see the peak even from here. As you make your way, anything you want to do before the forest?
Yes, I do. As we're still on the plains, and we have more space for it, if Kevhorn would allow it, Benjamin would essentially bring Grouper up next to him to try to start a conversation. If Kevhorn remains there or not, I guess would be up to him.
Kefhorn will flip his hair at you and walk away or gallop away. Joking. No. What's up? He stays still. But he stays still, but he doesn't acknowledge you right away.
That's just the fact that you haven't ridden off is enough for Ben. And he's not talking quietly, so I'm sure the others would be able to hear this as well. But I was nothing before she saved me. I was working on a merchant ship with 2 dead parents. I was an accountant on there, and we got swept up in a storm. The captain said that they had made all the appropriate offerings, everything like that. Should be good weather for it. But we were caught in a storm. Didn't look like there was any way out. One thing to appease the sea goddess, not the Siren Queen, I didn't know of her yet, but the other one, is to provide a soul for her to make it out of the storm. We drew straws. I got the short straw. They took a spare anchor chain, tied it around me, and threw me off the side of the boat. I would be on the bottom of the ocean if she didn't pick me. Good, bad, or otherwise, I owe my life to her. Everything I've accomplished is because of that. I know she's not nice, but sometimes you can't be nice. Sometimes it just doesn't work for that. And you are nice, and your parents are nice, and everything is nice, and you still end up dead. So I decided maybe I don't need to be as nice.
He will. How close are you?
Like as within almost arm's reach, as close as you like, not right next to you, but probably not within arm's reach because we're both on horses and you need like space and things like that.
He'll do a deep sigh. Look at you. I'm sorry that had to happen to you. But I think you need to look for a new patron. She picked you, took you out of the water. She picked me and was going to keep me down there forever. I don't know how she works. And again, I'm sorry that you were put in such a horrible situation and had to live through that. But I had nice parents. I believe I'm a nice person. And she was condemning me to a watery grave.
I don't know if I can choose anyone else.
I don't know what deal you really did struck up with her. But there's always an option.
Maybe. It's served me well enough so far.
Kefhorn will try and see if the others are listening.
When you look to see if the others are listening, I quickly turn my head like I'm not listening.
Siegfried is looking at the trees.
Oh, okay. Californ will think we should continue.
Agreed.
So, Kelborn, what kind of trees do you think these are?
Can I roll a check to see what kind of trees those are?
Yeah, do an nature check.
Oh my.
Don't know.
Those are yew trees.
Can I make a check on what type of trees are those?
Yeah, do a nature check.
Oh yeah, those are yew trees.
Forest with a bunch of fucking idiots.
Sorry, Siegfried. I was a bit distracted. I mean, can you believe Benjamin served on a ship with 2 dead parents? I mean, that's awful. Must have been some sort of necromancer situation.
Well, he did tell me that he worked on a ship.
But yeah, after about a day and a half, you start to reach the forest line. A lot of hardy, older trees. No yew. Mostly maples and oaks. You start following the river is like it's getting darker by the mile as you travel alongside it. You are now following Unicorn Run proper rather than the Dellenbriar River. And while we are in the forest, let's do our ceremonial this is all the rest at one time kind of thing. So you guys set up a campsite. Anything specific you do while you're in the forest setting up campsites, or just normal?
Checking to see if my armor has mold.
Do investigation. Somehow, just like your body heat had enough. I also rolled to see. Your body heat had enough heat to it that it dried out quick enough. Still kind of sweaty, but that's usual for your armor.
Are we still in camp?
Yeah.
Are we in camp? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
No, he was too prideful to take it off and put on actual clothes before putting them on. But he will take them off now and probably dry things off and whatnot.
I mean, it's been days at this point. So yeah, it's a little gross, but nothing you can't help a little bit. Yeah.
During my watch, I just have a little conversation with Finks.
Yeah, we'll do watches in a second here. Yeah, if nobody has anything they want to set up or say to each other, we can go into watches.
I would just say after camp is set up, Siegfried is going to inspect this vial.
Yeah.
Just see if there's any, arcane energy behind it, or if it really just is a poison.
So because you would have been looking at this over a couple of days, allow you to do. It's going to be 2 different rolls, both with advantage. First one will be Arcana. The second one you can choose between nature or medicine.
Okay. Arcana is an 18.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to do medicine. Medicine is 12.
You can tell, like, it's hard to see because we don't have microscopes or anything like that. But, like, you can see that there's obviously something in the water changing it to be like this. Probably some kind of parasite or bacteria or something. But you can also tell that they have a magical nature to them. They're created and placed in this water by something. It wasn't, yeah, they're not like naturally occurring.
This might be a very long shot. But as I'm inspecting this vial, my eyes turn black, and I'm gonna use Eyes of the Grave. Can I see if there is any like undead material within this vial?
I will say you don't see any undead material within it.
Okay. If
But I will give you, there is a necrotic energy to it, but it's not undead, if that makes sense. They're kind of separate from each other, but they also hold hands with each other.
Siegfried's going to take a sip of it.
All right, do a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Welcome to the club.
With the intention that maybe I could figure something else out, if that's possible.
Yeah.
I just want
that is a 21.
Come on,
21. Yeah, there's something about your constitution that's able to fight off whatever is in this water. It doesn't affect you.
Okay.
Don't know if it because it's been sitting stagnant in this vial for long enough, it's easier to overcome, or if it's just something about your physiology that you're unaware of.
We're close to the river, right?
Yeah, you don't stray too far from it because that is your path, and if you get too far off of it, the forest becomes very dense. Like this, you haven't gone through the forest a lot yet. This is like one of the earlier rests. But you can just how incredibly dense this forest is. You've been in some dense forests already, but this is just it's such an old forest. It's so thick and overgrown. It would be not easy to go away from the river, and like a lot of you don't know much about this forest, but you can assume there are probably some ancient things you don't want to mess with in this forest.
Just really old ewes everywhere.
Okay. That's it for me for now.
All right. We can go into watches then. Who would like to be first?
Okay.
Oh. Okay, Benjamin.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't know if you want anything else. I was just going to narrate the only plan I had really for my watch.
Just a perception check is all I need from you.
A little bit of help from Huey. Ooh, okay. 17.
Yeah, you hear one or two smaller things like come to investigate the fire, see what this is. Probably not a lot of foot traffic in this forest, so things are just interested in what's happening, but nothing is trying to come mess with you as far as you can tell.
In that case, I would very similar to, or I'm going to try to recreate what had happened before. I'm going to like lay out our map that on the ground and make sure to the west, like where the ocean is, there's like dirt and stuff, like open, like scrubby dirt that you could like draw in if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pull out a little bowl, pour some seawater in or some salt water into it from my second flask. And I'm also going to try and sweeten the deal a little bit, prick my finger and drop a couple drops of blood in there, and say, the root of this is in the ocean. We don't know where his headquarters is, though. I'm sure you have an inkling of it. If you could show me, then we would be able to remove him from the depths.
Do a religion with advantage.
Ooh, nope. Even with advantage, that's only a 6.
Yeah, you don't know if it's the lack of being unable to keep Cavhorn, or just your distance from the ocean, but no disturbance within your water bowl that you made up, and did no response or anything telepathically.
Okay, I'll just roll up the map then, empty out the now bloody water in the river, and continue on with my watch.
Give me a perception check as you pour the water into the river.
Ooh. Can I still use Huey for some advantage?
Yeah.
Cool. Not gonna matter. That's a 10.
Yeah, you just pour this water into the river and it mixes in. Nothing of note.
Good. Nothing suspicious there.
No. All right. Anything else from you?
Nope.
All right. Kevhorn can go next since he was so eager to go first.
Yay.
Benjamin wakes you up with a kiss.
Oh,
It's canon.
No, he just wakes
I
up
kiss back.
normal.
what?
Oh. Wait.
Enemies to lovers.
No, it didn't happen. It's not canon. Perception?
Yeah, perception check. You can do it with advantage because, well, do you wake up your owlbear or do you let it sleep like normal?
I let it sleep.
Okay, then just normal.
Well, I should have woken up my owlbear. It is a 12.
Yeah. Like every once in a while you hear a noise, like something's moving around your campsite trying to elude your vision, but you aren't able to pinpoint where it is.
Okay. I will use Divine Sense.
All right. Your divine sense, which allows you to see fiend, fey, and undead, or is it?
You can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
There is a fiend in your camp. There's a celestial in your camp. Otherwise, you don't sense anything else.
There's a fae in your camp. I don't know if that was.
There's
one
a
of the
fae in your camp as well, but I don't think that was one of it. It was fae,
No.
It was celestial, fiend, undead.
Okay.
So yeah, you sense a fiend, you sense a celestial. I don't think divine sense tells you exactly where it is, though, does it? Just that it's in the area.
You can sense or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, they're both in your camp.
I just said know where the. Okay. I'll follow it.
It's like directly near you, like where everybody is sleeping. You sense the celestial. The fiend is like off in a tree. It's not from the sound that you're hearing, though. You probably
I'll follow
at
the
this
sound.
point.
Sorry. I'll follow.
Oh, you follow the sound? Okay.
Yes.
You go off into the forest.
Yeah.
All right. Kevhorn starts to walk off into the forest alone. Do a, I'm gonna say survival check.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20. With the survival check, you don't see any tracks or anything showing you that there's something bigger around here stalking you. In fact, you're so sure you're not seeing any footprints or anything, you can assume that it was some kind of trick of the night. You just thinking you were hearing things, but there is nothing there.
Okay, I'll walk back.
All right, you walk back.
And no, it's too soon. I don't want to be a needy girlfriend. I was going afraid of Valkyrie, but no. I will ask if Valida is watching over.
Do a religion.
15.
15. You feel you see your gauntlet begin to light, dim light, and you do feel the wind pick up. Are you trying to call her here, or are you just seeing that she's watching?
I want to call her here.
All right. Within a couple of moments, you start to hear the clank of armor again, and the spiritual visage of the champion of the mountains begins to coalesce in front of you.
I will ask her. Do things? Are you? If I throw something at you, will it go through you?
I assume I haven't tried. Are you Why do you want to throw something at me?
He picks up his trident. I want to spar.
I can make myself more corporeal if you'd like to spar.
If you don't mind, you are a champion, and there are a lot of things ahead of me.
All right. You see, like, she doesn't become like fully a person, but like it's easier to see her form as she starts like coalesce a little bit more. She brings out this large hammer, kind of like lets it bounce in her hand once before catching it again. All right, whenever you're ready.
And he will don the gauntlet. He'll look over at the group. I guess it'll be a challenge to not make a sound also.
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, and he'll train as long as she allows him.
All right,
or until his watch is over.
Roll an attack.
Fuck. Hold up. I don't want her to show me up. I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, shit. What's that? That's a 16? Okay, 25?
25. How do you do this first attack?
Well, since I would assume they didn't start like right next to each other.
No.
At first, he would throw his trident.
You throw the trident at her, and as you do, you already like told her this is what you were gonna do. So she winds up the hammer and cracks the trident right in its prongs, and it spins around and flies right back at you. And you're able to knock it away with the shield, but she does knock the trident back at you, and then you recatch it. My first tip would be don't do what you tell your enemy you're gonna do.
Okay.
Roll again.
Then he will spawn an echo.
Ooh, there you go.
D6. Unless it has gone up ever since.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Yep, D6.
5.
5. Flesh burnt Kelborn, or Caphorn, sorry. It's just Kelborn appears. Ah! No, the burnt up Kelborn appears. Make your attack.
Yes, I will. At first, I would, have me and the Echo separate, circling around her, making her guess where the attack's gonna come from. It's gonna come from me. I will charge up, or run up to her, and try and stab her, and it'll be it's +9. It's 26.
26. Yeah, like she turns to look at the echo that appears, and you have your moment to strike at her, and you do get what would be a hit if you weren't for sparring, but it does land. As she wheels back around, a moment of impressed. Her face, she looks impressed for a moment before going for the next round. One more round.
And as she turns around, I will switch places with my Echo and stab her from that direction.
Very nice. Roll again.
I don't hit her. That's an 8 + 9. That is a 17.
17. You actually tie with her, because what I've been doing is she also rolls, and whoever rolls higher wins that round. And she also got a 17. So you like both clash with each other as she turns around to catch you this time, starting to catch on, but catches you and kind of separates you from her, and kind of stands down. It's a good start. We don't want to wake people up, though.
Yeah, I suppose not. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow.
But good start, nonetheless.
Do you think I'm making the right choice with Valkyr?
I can't say if it's the right choice or not, but if you feel
good
that it
choice?
is, again, that's all up to you. I'm not a seer or anything, but if your heart feels it's the right choice, you can't be wrong then.
I don't know if you do know anything about. He'll look to Benjamin about his patron, but would you?
Would I would?
Know
Know
anything
anything?
about? Yeah.
She rolled. And it's funny because even though they're both my characters, they didn't spend time together.
Also, that timeline got deleted.
That's true. I mean, but she knows about it. It's a whole thing. No, I'm not aware of what she's about. She seems to have been taking place of another god from what I've seen, but that's about it.
He'll grip his trident even harder. I don't want to see her face ever again.
Yeah. I can't promise anything, obviously,
No, I
but
don't expect you
agree.
to.
Well,
Thank you, though.
yes. So that's the only thing we can do is just make sure you're strong enough if you do ever have to encounter her again. But obviously trying not to would be the ideal situation. Valkyr can help with that. She seems to be one of the few gods that can go against her. Just be careful. The gods aren't supposed to interact with mortals as much as they seem to all want to do with you. They're ignoring the rules set in place for them. So you must be pretty important.
That's the thing. Valkyr wanted me out of his sight pretty fast.
I don't know. I wasn't there for that, unfortunately. I can't really tell you much about him.
Nearly blew me out of cannon. I don't know how I survived. I did.
Well, I'm starting to think you're not just old, ordinary Kevhorn.
I wish I was.
Unfortunately, when the universe calls for us, we kind of have to step up, whether we like it or not.
Is that what led you to being a champion?
Sort of. I was chosen at a pretty young age for it. As far as everything else I did, I just couldn't let people go through what they were going through, and knew I had the tools to help them.
No, look down on a gauntlet. Thank you again for everything.
Of course.
And I think I should call it a night.
All right. And she starts to dissipate back into the wind.
Before he does wake up, whoever's next, he will send a little prayer towards Valkyrie. It's like, hey, how's it going? You remember me?
I shouldn't text her. And then a few days later, why not? Yeah, do a religion check. What do you say to him?
I thank you for saving me.
All right. Yeah, you can roll a religion.
I'll choose to do this with advantage. I don't want to fail.
By the way, when Kyle's saying I choose to do this with advantage, he's not just making up rules. His keepsake allows him to
think that. Let
his keepsake allows him to roll advantage a certain amount of times a day if he calls it in advance. It's like luck, but a little bit toned down because you have to call it in advance.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you feel that you're able to reach out and send him your thanks. And you kind of feel whatever storms might have been toiling inside of your own being, thinking about all these things, calm a little bit.
Well, I will get ready for the rest of my sleep, and I will have my echo wake up whoever's next.
All right. Who wants to be next?
I'll go next.
All right, Siegfried, you are awoken by this visage of Kevhorn, who has been skin melted off, peeling and cracking, teeth exposed.
Siegfried kind of jolts awake, and I think he can collect himself fast enough to where he wouldn't just annihilate this echo. But after he collects himself, he pulls out a sketchbook and he begins drawing. And at the top it says "you," and he's sketching a picture of the trees around here, and it's labeled as a yew tree. And throughout his adventures, he's kind of been drawing things here and there because he wants to have, a memento when he goes back to Baldur's Gate and show, the church of, the adventures that he's been on. So he draws the not yew trees. And after some time, I'm trying to think of which one he would do first. I guess he would pray to Ilmater first. And he's thinking back into the spider passage when he had that moment of connection. And he wants to see if he can pinpoint who he was connected to in that instance.
All right. Do a religion check.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, again, your god doesn't directly talk with you. It's more feelings he gives you. But as you pray and reach out to him for answers, you get this wave wash over you of not me.
Okay. And after some time, probably before everybody's starting to wake up, he's actually going to reach out to the dream speaker.
All right.
Dream speaker, I apologize for the early message. Have you ever heard of two people being connected in a way to where you could feel what it is that they were feeling at any moment?
Oh, sorry, bud. I was just mid-thought. Yeah, I've heard about that. Sounds like you might be in love. So when two people love each other and connect on a spiritual level, they're able to kind of sense what each other's feeling. I kind of have that with my partner. I don't mean to brag. They're pretty great. But who's the lucky person, do you think?
Well, respectfully, I don't believe it's love.
Oh, okay.
but one of the other party members, when we were in a spider passage, and I could feel the spiders crawling on me, even though they weren't near me.
Well, that could be a number of other things, I guess. That doesn't really sound like love, though I've never been in the situation, so... But could be some kind of empath, or maybe you're connected in some kind of spiritual way other than love. Obviously, I don't want to assume.
Have you seen anything in the dreams?
You know, I haven't, but I also haven't been looking for it. It could be something I look for when I'm poking around again.
I don't think it was just a feeling of empath. It felt like spiders were calling on me just as they were my allies.
That is very confusing. Yeah, I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled for any insight that dreams might give me onto this, but unfortunately, I don't have anything for you now.
All right, well, I appreciate your knowledge. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep, I'm just gonna go back to thinking a little bit. You're snoring in your mind. Just like one or two snores and it fades off.
Yeah. All right. And the rest of the time he's just kind of pondering.
All right. And then you're able to wake up Kelborn.
Oh, yes. That is I.
Oh, of course, yes, here I am. Yeah, you wake up. Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, as I'm kind of watching, having watch, I'll, just, like, thinks.
Yes.
Are you excited to go home?
Yes and no.
Why not?
Well, what if something like really bad's happening? We haven't heard from anybody, and those ogres came through and said the things about the Fomorians. That can't be good.
You know, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah, that could be
now
a big
I'm
problem.
worried. Now you got me worried.
And there's some kind of toxic sludge coming down the river from this portal.
Yeah,
and who knows
right.
what we would have encountered at the other
I think
portal.
it's connected. That makes
Could
sense.
be.
Well, you know, you just put a whole lot more on my
I'm sorry to ruin your
mind.
happy-go-lucky spirit that was happening here. You seem to be having a good time with your friends.
Well,
It reminded me of some of the things you used to do.
that was a lifetime ago.
What was that noise?
I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say, if you want to stay, you know, at the castle when we get there, I understand. I mean, I don't know really why you're with me in the first place.
Somebody has to watch over you and make sure you're safe.
Yeah, but I got these guys now.
She like raises her eyebrows.
I just feel bad you're being stuck here.
I'm not stuck here. I get to see all these weird material plane things. Plus, I know it helps her sleep safe if I'm with you, or sleep soundly.
Hey, but what if she needs someone to protect her?
She's got the rest of the castle to protect her.
You know that the other Princess Guard were never able to keep up with her. Too
That's
smart
true.
for them.
But if I'm not here to help you, then how are you going to be able to prove yourself to be able to keep up with her in the future?
I think that ship sailed. There's no hope for me.
Don't say that. That's not true at all, and you know it.
I mean, think of how awkward family dinners would be. With our dad and mother, me.
Just don't eat dinner with them.
I don't know if that would be...
It's like every other family. You just have to do it at holidays.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to stay.
Well, you already made a fey pact with me to make me stay forever, so...
I don't remember that, so...
I may have made you sign something in your sleep.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't it?
I'm 90% sure.
Well, maybe I just want to stay with you then.
Alright. Oh, well, I guess we'll get to the portals. Do you know where the portal is?
No.
Shit.
It's kind of like, it's like, even though it seems like we should know, it's like here. Not everybody knows where all the portals are here.
Mm-hmm.
And the less people know about them, the less you have to protect them.
Mm-hmm. But
we do have to worry. What if this is like a super top secret portal? And there's like, no offense, like a competent guardian here?
There was slight offense there.
I mean, but like some portals have guardians that aren't nice.
That's true.
Sometimes they don't even know they're guardians. They just think that they have to kill everything that comes in because they're like, this is mine, you can't have it.
Now I feel like I know what
I got very Valley Girl suddenly.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good to know. Well, I guess we'll find out when we get there, and
or
hopefully our land is not overrun with Fomorians.
I was about to say, what if the Fomorians got this portal too? And there's like giants all over the place.
That could be an issue. Well, I guess we could sneak in to the portal. I mean, we don't have to fight anything. We just have to sneak in.
Mm.
Do you know if there's a way to like attune a portal, like tune it so that when we go through it, it's like a certain time period? You know, like say we're worried that we are going through the portal and when we come back it'll be 5 years later and all this giant stuff is over. You think there's a way to just tune the portal so it brings us back to a certain time?
I think some archfey can distort time with portals.
That's
but
good
you
to know.
Can't.
Oh, I've never tried before, so...
All right. I'd like to see it.
Alright. Well, thanks for the confidence booster. Well,
that's what I'm here for.
Night.
Night.
Oh yeah, I'm still on watch.
I'm not.
That's a 10 for perception.
All right. Yeah. It's getting closer to dawn. So things are beginning to move. The things I want to not be noticed by daytime predators or nighttime predators. So they live in that in-between space. But nothing of note. And everybody begins to wake up for the morning. For a few more days of travel. There will be more rests, so you will re-get charges of things you've used and stuff, but for the most part.
I think Faye just said her dad, but it's probably sound like or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was her father, not their shared father.
Our father.
sounded a lot like our father.
But you once again begin to move through the forest. As I quickly look at things that I need to remember and realize. Fine. All right. Let me actually look at the right spot on the map so I know kind of generally where you're at. So yeah, it takes a couple more days. Again, water is getting worse and worse as you go. Before you reach the foot of the Star Mounts. Doesn't look like horses are going to do great on this. It's a pretty steep climb.
Yeah, I thought of that just now.
You see, like, the water is coming down from the mountain, or what you can call water, I guess.
So if we walk diagonally and jump, I think we can. I think we can get up the mountain.
If we
Skyrim climb up this mountain.
duplicate paintbrushes and then we drop them, they'll stay floating, and then you just place another one and you just keep jumping. That's oblivion.
Do we have an easy path up here?
It looks like it starts out easy enough, but you don't know as this mountain continues up into the clouds.
We may just have to spank them on the rear, get them to run the other way.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how long we're going to be in the Feywild, so picketing them isn't really feasible.
Plus, I thought one of our intentions was to come out a different portal, somewhere closer to where we want to be.
Yes, I was hoping we could take the horses with us, though.
No.
We don't have much of a choice, though. We can't take them up the mountain, so...
Goodbye, Daffodil. The Swift. Ambitieux.
Not that my horse.
Not attached
Just
to
a
grouper. You said a wee with them.
Just a horse. Kelborn, do you know where this portal is on the mountain? Or do we want to try to figure out what's wrong with the river first and then find the portal?
You know, more and more, I'm thinking that the portal is directly connected to the river pollution, so I think it's two birds, one stone again. I'm saying that again. I do know where the portal is. We have to climb up that tall cliff right there. And then we have to do a little ritual. It involves you all closing your eyes and sit in a circle while I cleanse you so that you may pass through.
I'm doing an insight check on this.
Me too.
Roll against the Kelborn.
Okay, hey.
I got a dirty 20.
Yep, that's what I rolled as well. I don't know what that means.
What did Kelborn get?
Don't worry about me.
So you failed. So Kelborn and Benjamin roll again.
I think I just rolled the same thing.
I didn't.
Oh, no, I didn't. I rolled an 18. Sorry.
Fuck. I got a 17.
Yeah, Kelborn would know. He is the guardian of the portals, so...
Hey, also, Siegfried, that's a birch.
Siegfried takes note.
That's like a spruce or some shit.
Yeah, it's an evergreen tree for sure. It might even be a yew.
Well, do we need to do this before we take care of whatever's happening with the river?
Well, like I said, I think one and the same. We find the portal, we find the problem. I think.
Right, but what you were describing was to cross the portal, yes?
No. The portal doesn't show up unless all the parties involved are cleansed.
Okay.
It's a way of hiding it.
Okay.
That must be why the portal closed last time.
Aye, that's it. You're smart.
That makes a lot of sense.
Lead the way then.
Ready, up this cliff.
All right, you start climbing. It's going to be pretty easy climb to start, but within a few hours, it does start to get a little more steep.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us to a high point where I can oversee a lot of the forest and try and find the portal.
Okay. We will do, first off, athletics checks for everybody.
Damn it.
No.
What are you raising your hand for there, Kyle?
Can my owlbear come follow us?
Yeah, the owlbear's climbing up behind you guys.
Okay.
22.
15.
I got an 8.
All right. Cavhorn.
I got a 28.
Okay. Benjamin, you get 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And let's get a survival check from Kelborn to see if he can find a good spot to overlook the forest to do this cleansing ritual to get the portal to summon.
12. Oh, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't go over when I was making the character, I don't think. What's like the main environment of the Spring Court? Because I never picked my terrain because I was like, I'm not sure what the Spring Court is.
It has it's varied. It's not just one thing. There's a lot of plains, a lot of forest though, because it is more that kind of stuff. But there is like a mountain range to the southern part of the Spring Court. There's not going to be any tundra or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out. I think I originally made him in mind with it being like plains and like being like flower plains. So I guess I'm plains, so it doesn't matter anyways. Then all right, just want to make sure, because if you were going to say woods, I would say like, yeah, that's my terrain. But
yeah, there is a lot of forest there as well, but less so than like
cool.
Summer Court is more forest
in
filled.
that case,
And autumn has a lot of forest.
12.
You can see a like a shelf further up the mountainside that would be perfect for this, but you need to climb a little further.
Mm-hmm. Almost there. Keep climbing.
All right, let's get another athletics check from everybody.
Ew.
3.
All right.
Another 12.
Okay. Oh. Cool, great. Love that disadvantage.
I can't just let you get up this for free. What do we got from Benjamin and Kevhorn?
Modified 1, not a
Very cool. Very good.
22.
All right.
Nice.
Kelborn, Benjamin, Siegfried, another level of exhaustion.
Oh, wait.
Or first for some of you. Siegfried, what did you get on the first one?
It was a 15.
All right, you should only have 1 level.
Yeah,
So 1
it
level
was
for
an accident. I accidentally clicked 2 by accident.
All right, yep. So yeah, Kelborn has 1, Siegfried has 1, Benjamin has 2. Kevhorn, he loves climbing mountains, baby. And your owlbear
Kevhorn gets up there,
heaving itself up after you.
looks at the group. Come on, guys.
Yeah, but you're able to get up to the spot that you noticed earlier, Kelborn.
Wait.
Yes.
I have fucking spider climb.
You do have fucking spider climb. I will allow you to roll with advantage, so go from the first one.
Okay.
Because it is still like physical activity, but it is easier.
Okay, that first one then would have become an 18.
All right, that would have passed. So you would have done the other one without disadvantage. So do you remember your first roll from the second one?
It was in the teens. I don't remember exactly. I can re-roll it.
Okay.
And this would still be with advantage?
Yes.
Can I? All right, I'll wait for the roll first.
17.
You passed. So no exhaustion for Benjamin, but
Could-
Siegfried and Kelborn do
Could
have
I
it.
have, like, when I started getting tired, have cast fly and just fly up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. So your fly, you still have a little bit of time on fly, but you apparently are doing a ritual.
So with
So
that,
you don't have to have the exhaustion. Siegfried's the only one with exhaustion, unless he can weasel his way out of it as well. All right.
Clerics
Can I
don't have
help?
ability.
Can I give the help action to see?
Just climb on Kevhorn's back, and he can just.
In the future, if you want to give help to Siegfried, you would roll a disadvantage. I can't let you retroactively do that, even though I was very nice with the others. In the future, if you want to do further ones, you could give disadvantage to yourself to give him advantage.
I've been rolling good. I'll roll with disadvantage with this next one if we do one.
If you do climb more, all right. But you do get up to this shelf that you noticed, Kelborn.
perfect. Alright, so this looks like a good spot to do the ritual. So it's very, very important. You're all gonna sit in a triangle-like shape. Crisscross applesauce.
I thought you said circle the first time.
Well, there's 3 of you, so triangle will have to do.
What about my owlbear?
He's naturally attuned because he's an animal. So
Hoot.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so once you're all seated, I need you, it's very important, close your eyes. Don't open them until I say it's okay.
I am going to wave my hand as if I'm dismissing Huey. I'm just going to have him turn invisible.
What?
And I'm just going to look through Huey's eyes.
You son of a gun.
You look through Hugh's eyes.
I'm treating our initial tie that, like, I don't know that you're lying, but I don't fully trust whatever the fuck is happening. Like,
Fair
I don't have any, like, there's just something.
Finks is sitting on your shoulder, just drinking out of her acorn flask.
Hey,
Finks sees a hobby.
She does have one. It's drinking.
A new one.
Everyone down. Alright, come on. Let's get this over with.
Yep.
Alright.
Sitting down.
The air's so thin up here.
I need you to make it seem like you're doing something while I look around.
Like what?
Just say some weird shit and sprinkle some dust on them. Maybe rub their shoulders.
I'm not rubbing their shoulders. Their shoulders are 100 times bigger than me.
Just do some pixie stuff.
She puts her flask away and starts flying. You feel dust falling on all of you. Oh, magic, fey magic that I have. Please cure these mortals of their bindings to this place.
That's good. I'm flying. I'm flying up, and I'm looking for this portal. I'm just scanning.
All right.
She
Do
said
it.
this in common.
Yeah. Do a perception check. Let these people see the splendors
22.
of the Fey realm. With a 22, you know there's no portal around here.
What?
Not in this spot.
Oh no! Oh no! The dark spirits are really clinging to you. Oh,
it's very. What are we doing?
I don't see the portal anywhere.
Well, you did just kind of look for a spot that overlooked the forest. What if we
see
keep
it.
following the river?
What?
The river is still going up, and there's still stuff coming out down the river. There's still more mountain to climb. You just kind of looked for a spot overlooking the forest.
I looked for somewhere that was overseeing it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we can see the forest pretty good. Doesn't mean a portal's gonna pop out.
Can I just keep flying up and look on the mountain?
Yeah, you can keep flying up. How far are you gonna try and fly? You don't have much time left. I know it's like an hour. Or how long is it?
I believe it's an hour.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It took almost an hour to get up to this point, so there's still lots of mountain to go, baby.
I mean, I fly as high as I feel like I can fly. I don't know.
Do you go until the fly ends, or are you gonna save enough to come back down?
Yeah, I gotta come back down.
Okay, you go up a little bit, and it looks like it probably you have a 22. I'll say with a 22, it looks like there's a lot of dead, like sparse plants on the mountainside. You fly up a little bit, and with a 22, you can see higher up, maybe 2 more hours of climbing. There is like the forest begins to the trees begin to become more dense, even though they still look really dead. But they begin to, and you can kind of see it plateaus a little bit, but because of how many trees there are, you don't see past that. But that does look like a very good spot for a portal.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, the energy here is just so negative. Whatever's affecting the river.
Yes, you're all being so negative right now.
It's affecting this area. So I think we gotta climb further up.
Yes, you all have to climb further up to get the negativity out of your bodies with sweat.
It does. It comes out via the pores.
Yes, Fae love pore sweat.
You're not helping things.
So, is the ritual done?
This was part 1 of the ritual.
Everyone knows you have to pick a wildflower from the peak.
Yes, you have to pick my favorite flower and give it to me.
No, don't listen to her. She's making things up.
That'd just be nice.
You have to pick a wildflower from the cliff above the cliff that you did the ritual on.
I don't know if I should be adding still or not. I don't know if it's helping. Okay.
I guess we need to continue on then.
Hey, that's right.
All right. Let's all do another athletics check as you continue to climb.
Ooh.
I can teleport. Could I help without the disadvantage on myself? If I can teleport myself up?
No, because you can't teleport people with you, and you would be helping by physically moving them.
Okay.
You just kind of standing there and be like, okay, up to the next spot doesn't really help anybody.
Okay, I'll roll with disadvantage.
And Siegfried, you can roll flat because you are at disadvantage normally because of exhaustion, but Kevhorn's helping you, so you can roll flat.
I'm sure 9 passes, right?
That's a 4.
All right.
I got a 14.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Kevhorn's the only one that passes. The DC has gone up because you are higher up the mountain.
Remember,
okay.
Sweat is negative energy leaving the body.
Have I ever mentioned I'm terrified of heights?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We're gonna die here. We're gonna die on this mountain. We're gonna die on this mountain. Okay.
All right. There's one more stretch before Kelborn's promised land.
Do I get exhaustion from that? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Everybody
Come
that failed
on.
gets it.
Nope.
So all the three of you are at disadvantage. Kelborn is fine unless he wants to give somebody help, which you roll flat and he'd have disadvantage.
No.
A 10.
I got like an 11 or something.
Oh. I'll help Sieg.
I think he's the worst off. So.
That's a 16 with the assist.
All right. So
Is
you
that
pass.
enough, though? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
he passes. What do you get?
Fuck, I rolled in that 20. What's my athletics? Okay. Wait, 14 plus 8. 23.
Anybody that rolled below a 15 gets another level of exhaustion.
Bummer.
Yep. Okay.
What are we looking at, gang?
2 levels of exhaustion.
All right, so you have disadvantage on skills, attacks, and half speed.
It's just skills.
Yeah, it's just skills.
It's just
It
ability
is just
checks.
skills. Attacks is third. Okay, with saving throws.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze?
Oh yeah, I froze for a second. I'm back.
Okay.
Everybody super sped through everything you were doing. All right, yeah. So attacks is level 3, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just ability checks and movement. You guys make it up to the edge of this forest that may at one point have been a beautiful overgrown forest, much like you've been traveling through. But this forest has become very decrepit. Trees have been dying. Leaves are scattered amongst the ground. There are like overgrown roots. Trees have fallen over. Vines and thorns have taken over a lot of this space. And you see the river flowing through it. If you want to start making your way into the forest, or if you want to do something else first.
Can I send Huey on a quick, like, invisible scouting mission, just like directly upriver into the forest to see if I can get an idea of what's up there? Because I'm assuming the river has to be like almost solid at this point.
Yeah, it's not solid, but it is very sludgy. And he begins to fly. Do a perception check.
Yeah. 12 for Huey.
Huey does a quick scan over. As he follows the river, he sees a point about 100 feet forward, where the river kind of hits another part of the mountain that's going up past the clouds. He can't even see past how thick the clouds are coming, but a large waterfall is coming down the side of this very steep mountain, and that water looks clean. But as soon as it hits the pool below, it starts to meld and mesh with this, whatever this toxin is, and it kind of flows into a couple of pool offshoots in that space as well, in this kind of clearing area, before it continues downriver to where you guys are. And standing in this clearing, Huey sees it looks equine in nature, but like even with a 12, this thing is just standing in the open, and you can see even with Huey's invisibility, it's just following him with its sight. This dark equine figure, he can see like the skin is melting off and reforming constantly. Very dark coat, like patches of flesh missing, but again, will refill in and then burn away again. And you can see a large twisted horn coming out of the forehead of this thing. Very gaunt looking figure with deep dark eyes with red pinpoints in them, just following Huey as he takes the circle around and comes flying back to you.
There's some sort of corrupted unicorn.
Oh
in-
no! Oh, the negative energies were too much. You guys created the evil unicorn.
No, its skin is like sloughing off and going into the river. I have a feeling that's what's causing the river situation.
It's dead.
The flesh comes back after it falls off.
Is that normal for a unicorn?
Do a nature check.
Hey, that's a 21.
No. Unicorns are usually full of life, very healthy looking.
I meant the flesh
typic-
coming back. Like if they were to get injured or something, it would just like grow back.
You know, unicorns have a very powerful regenerative nature, but typically they are decaying before your eyes to have to regenerate like that. But yes, they do have a regenerative nature.
So we should just be ready for that. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to attack us. It was able to see Huey, even though he was invisible, or seemed to at least.
It's
So
like
just-
unicorn whose flesh is falling off into the river and then growing
Yes.
back. Saw Huey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll let
Too many negative emotions for all of you. I suggest you all find a flower right now.
What if we start with just getting rid of the nasty unicorn? I'll happily get a flower, but I don't know how a flower is going to help against gross unicorn.
You'll never know if you don't pick one.
I look around for a flower.
Do a perception check.
Siegfried will also look for a flower.
All right, everybody can do a
Natural
perception check at
20.
disadvantage because you're exhausted.
That's still above a 10.
8, 9, 9.
9,
19.
19,
12 is my final 10.
12.
What was the
Perception.
skill again? Perception. Ooh, not 20, 23.
All right. Caphorn, you see the first flower and you rush over to it to be the first to grab a flower. As you pick it up, it just disintegrates in the dust in your hand.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh, the energy here is really, really negative.
Should we keep
I
picking
want an
flowers
inside
then?
So, yeah, we might have no choice but to, figure out this unicorn thing.
Okay. Let's try to
Or,
with the
actually, no, never mind. That's right, we want to fix the river.
Siegfried's
Yes.
gonna walk over to the disintegrated flower and try to put it into the vial. Does anything happen?
Into the vial with the water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick another one, disintegrates into it. Doesn't change anything.
Well, it doesn't seem like these flowers would be much help anyway.
Let's just forget about the flowers. Alright? Let's move on from that unicorn.
what about the ritual?
What
That's
about
too-
Finks?
Wait, what?
Yeah, what about me?
Didn't you want a flower?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Think.
Finksy
We gotta.
are the flower of Miai.
You can have some of this flower juice.
You're lying to me. I'm not drinking that liquid. All
I
right.
didn't say anything about drinking it.
I don't want it either. It's too big. The vial you got is too big for me.
I'm hoping we're moving towards this unicorn. I'm not leading the charge, but I'm hoping we're moving in that direction.
Yeah, you can start moving in that direction.
And as we do, I am going to activate my coral skin to upgrade my AC.
Yeah, all of you are walking. Anybody that looks at Benjamin would see this pinks and blues and greens coral start to take over his skin and create like almost like long sleeve gloves, kind of a sort of helm, a chest piece, and a pelvic piece, I guess. And some on his legs as well.
That's a nice cog piece.
Thanks.
But before too long, you start to see this clearing as well. Overgrown vines and dead trees. And across the river from you stands this gaunt black coat unicorn with piercing red eyes. And as you approach, it regards all of you approaching. And once you are 60 or so feet from it, you just hear in your minds, "Leave this place. You don't belong here." And that's where we'll go to break.
Oh.
See you guys in a moment. All of you are standing within this decaying forest across the river from across a foul river from this corrupted unicorn, as so declared by Benjamin, as it addresses all of you, telling you to leave this place. You don't belong here. As you hear radiate through your mind, you can almost feel the necrotic energy wash over your mind as this thing speaks to you.
I will step forward and say in Sylvan, my name is Hellborn Kerrigan of the Princess on their guard, and by her decree, Princess Galliandra, we are to return to the Spring Court.
None shall pass through this portal while I stand guard. There is a new regime. Your princess has no sway.
Who might that be?
I am not required to answer that to you.
No, I mean, there's a good chance that we might be friends.
If you don't know the new rulers...
Well, I haven't been home in a while.
Nor shall you be now.
I mean, that's a shame. I'm a really strong warrior. I mean, whoever this new leadership is could probably use my sword.
Do a persuasion check. Disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, come on. 9.
This is your final warning. Leave.
I'll take a step back and just kind of like lean toward like Benjamin. He's not taking the bait. He says there's new leadership in town.
I can speak Sylvan.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I am going to I'm not going to take a step forward. However, I'm going to say in Sylvan as well. Sorry. I had a thought and then it just left me. If we are to go through the appropriate channels, we still need to know who we would entreat to go through this portal. It would be incredibly helpful if you could reveal that to us. And I'm going to cast Command and give him disadvantage on that Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Is this a charm?
It is a charm.
You feel the magic of your command fizzle as it comes out of your hand.
Oh, no.
If you are to be needed within the Fey realm, you will be called for, and I would be made aware.
I like whisper over to Calborn. I'm like, I got nothing for this.
Yeah, we might have to kill it. It doesn't seem like it's really a good guy anyways.
Okay, I'm gonna take 3 steps over to the left.
Alright, everyone, let's all go back home our separate directions that we live.
Siegfried's eyes flicker black really quick. Is this creature undead?
Doesn't seem to be.
I'm gonna tell my Owler Cup to sit far away.
All right. Here, I'll bring you guys to the map. Since we're posturing now.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
No, we're all going home.
Do a deception check. Disadvantage.
Ah! That is a 14.
Yeah, you see the unicorns watching you. You're getting in the water? That's the water.
Now that you said that, it made me think maybe I shouldn't go in the water, so no.
All right.
No, you know what? Oh.
Oh.
Are you moving towards the unicorn after it's told you to leave?
No, I'm just trying to check the range.
Guys, we're falling apart.
Just check the range.
I'm gonna say through rapport spores again. Benjamin's not afraid to make the call. We gotta kill this unicorn.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Oh yeah, that is.
If you stride towards it, we're going into initiative.
No, I throw my trident.
All right, you throw your trident. We're still going into initiative.
I'm casting
that's
Entangle.
fair.
I think.
In initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I might change my mind anyways.
Oh, I already rolled initiative for me.
You rolled disadvantage on initiative with exhaustion?
Yes,
it count as a skill?
It is an ability check, yeah.
Well, it's just skills. Is that the same as ability check?
Yeah, it uses your dexterity skill.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I rolled really good still. 15.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 20, which was a total waste, and a 13 plus 2.
Nice. Anybody get above a 20? Anybody get 20 to 15?
I got a 16.
Okay. Kevin got a 16.
I'm sorry, I got a 15.
Okay. Aye. The two that went to make moves first. Highest initiatives. Got that guy. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh. Ooh.
That was that one. Oh, wait a minute again. Sorry, 10 to 5.
7.
Benjamin.
Sieg.
Where you at, Sieg?
Then we
I
have.
don't even want to talk about it.
What'd you get, Siegfried?
4.
Hey, you're not last, only because you guys tied.
There's
The unicorn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, only the unicorns here, and that's all you have to worry about.
Yeah, based off of how you're going through that list.
This is a lot
Yeah.
of writing for just a unicorn.
It's just
Yeah.
the unicorn just has a really long name. It has a full
feels like
title.
it's just like before or after the unicorn, that's all we really need to worry about.
Let me just do some quick things that I forgot to do.
Sound about it.
What kind of bullshit?
No,
Kyle.
Kyle, why would you think I'd ever put bullshit in any kind of game ever?
I've been in a game with you. There's only bullshit.
What?
No, that's a lie. That's rude.
Remember the giant purple worm?
Yeah, you guys did fine. And it was a normal sized purple worm, all right? They're all giant. All right, so we would start with Kevvorn.
Oh,
Get into it.
really?
Really?
Okay. I mean, that I will move up.
Lord.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, don't know what that means. I will put my echo right here.
All right. It's right here.
And then regular Kevhorn will throw the trident.
All right.
Don't know what this unicorn has up its sleeves. I'm saving my advantages. Oh! Nat 20 for 29.
Very nice. Roll your damage.
Double dice, right? Or is it?
Double dice or double the number on the dice. Up to you.
I'll double the dice. Okay. Hold on. Okay. 7 plus 8 plus Strike of the Giant, which is a d6. Nice. 7 plus 8 plus 12 plus 10. 7 plus 8 plus 12. What?
32, I think, if I did the math right.
7 plus 8 plus 12 plus 10. 37.
37.
All right. Yeah, this big hit as the unicorn lets out a bray of pain. You suddenly see smoke begin to pour out of the stump close to you, and one of its roots reaches up to try and whip at you, but does miss. You get the shield up just in time as the stump tries to lash out at you.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, Torn, the corrupted unicorn, as it lands back down on its hooves after rearing up from this pain, a burst of shadow energy appears in front of it, and it makes a small dome around it. That will then be Kelborn, your turn.
Ooh, it makes like a dome around it. I don't know if I want to try and waste a spell, seeing if I can get spells for this dome. So let's see. I'll start with just movement. Just figure that out. I start going full speed, which is 15 feet. This way. And then Yeah, you know what? Screw it. For something I haven't done yet, Hellborn starts to cast a spell, and a thorny vine whip thing starts to form around his wrists, and then he lashes it out at the I guess I would have stepped like over here one at the tree thing, like the stump thing, and I'm gonna thorn whip it and try and bring it closer to me.
Okay.
So ooh, that's a 18.
That will hit.
6 or 5 piercing damage. And I want to try and pull it. I think I can pull it 10 feet.
All right. You begin to
10 feet.
pull against it, rip it out of the ground, and it comes towards you.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. With that, let me make sure everything's in the clear, everything's kosher. I might actually need to open my book for this, but it will be. Yeah, let's have a good Benjamin go next.
Okay.
NA.
Casual.
It's all casual here. We're all friends.
You didn't really say what range can I summon my shark friend?
60.
Ooh, okay. Oh, perfect.
This map is really cool looking, by the way.
Did I? Thank you. I put the shark on the other map, but not this map.
Hee. Perfect. How big is this dome around the
Don't look.
unicorn?
It seems to be just taking up its space.
Cool. Okay. I am going to bonus action, just immediately summon my shark friend right next to it. Yep, that there is perfect. And my anchor. And both of them are going to take an attack. I'm going to attack with my chain first. Ugh. A 14?
Misses.
Okay. And then I'll try to have my shark take a bite. Oh, he has advantage anyways because he doesn't have all of his health. Ooh, that's a natural 20 on the shark.
Nice. Roll your crit.
Ooh, that's a shitty crit. $12 damage on a crit.
Big boy 12. Love to hear it.
And I'm just gonna take like one step towards Siegfried.
Okay. I'll allow it. The unicorns go. It is going to have its horn start to glow. I just want to make sure I got the range of this. Perfect. I love to see that. Can I? Oh, God, there's so many of you lined up. It's perfect for me.
No.
Right down the line. I need Kevhorn's Echo. I need Kevhorn. I need Kelborn. I need Siegfried. All of you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, as a beam of necrotic energy blasts out from the unicorn's horn in all of your direction.
I don't want
Echo doesn't even have to make the save. It's gone.
Ooh, 16.
All right.
It's a 9 at disadvantage.
You don't have disadvantage on saving throws.
Oh,
You can just roll it again if you don't know which one's the first one. 17?
It was a 16. Yeah, 17.
Okay.
216 so far. Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
13.
You fail, Kevhorn. The other two pass.
Yeah.
You do take half if you passed, full if it failed. 37 points of necrotic damage to Kevhorn. Half that to the rest of you. So 13. No, that's not right. Sorry. One, and then it's a 18. Maybe 18.
Yes, it is 18.
Yes, 18 to those that halved it.
You said
Okay.
necrotic.
Yes, necrotic damage.
Since I have resistance, is that further halved?
It is halved again, yes. It would be down
Nice.
to 9.
It's way over half of my health. What was the rule again?
Oh, roll me a constitution saving throw, would you please?
I'm going to use advantage on this one.
Do I have this bookmarked or do I have to find it in our chat? That's the question I now have to ask myself.
Perfect. Okay. I rolled a 22.
All right. I think that's a succeed. I mean, yeah, it is a succeed. I can't remember if you have to actually do a constitution saving throw or no or not.
Yeah, it was anything above
Yes.
15.
You just do a con save, and then if you fail, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you are fine.
Am I?
I only know because that was the first one.
Am I?
Yeah, you don't do the thing that hurts or whatever.
I'm hurting.
And then it will poof teleport. All right.
With that,
Yeah.
with that beam, his echo's gone.
Yep.
Kevhorn crumples to the ground, and then like he's having his trident help him up.
Might have hurt it a little bit, ski, huh?
It hurt. It hurt a lot.
Hey, you guys really threatened that poor creature. It had to defend itself. With that being said, it is now Siegfried.
All right, I'm gonna do my special first turn
Wait,
spell here.
wasn't Siegfried like? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I got really confused for a second. Sorry.
You're fine.
Siegfried begins to chant as his eyes turn I think I said yellow. I keep going between. But he says Auxilio Socis Meis ad finem doloris. And he's gonna cast Bless at 2nd level. And he's gonna bless all the OGs. So me, Kevhorn, Kelborn, and Benjamin.
Shark doesn't get a bless. That's unfortunate.
Sorry, Shark might be a little far too.
All right, Shark.
It's really
It's only
okay.
45.
Justice for Shark. All right. Anything else from Siegfried?
I guess I'll healing word Kevhorn.
Yes.
So
I
begrudging.
guess. Damn, all those times I helped you climb up.
Well, it's just because of my domain.
You already cast a spell this turn,
You did.
unfortunately.
Oh yeah, shit. I keep forgetting about that. Damn, Baldur's Gate. Okay.
At the end of your turn, it's gonna. Well, actually, wait, it has advantage. Okay, that should hit. A root lashes out at you for a 21. Which I assume hits.
Who's you?
Siegfried. It's Siegfried.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And you will take 4 points, or sorry, not 4, 6 points of cold damage. Sorry, 7 points of cold damage, and
Keep adding it up.
1 point of necrotic damage as another stump reveals itself.
Is that one necrotic damage with?
It's alongside it.
Does
Yep.
that make difference? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one can't be reduced anyway. So.
Right. Okay.
Excuse me. And at the end of your turn, also, the unicorn is going to take another legendary action. As you see the skin peeling off from the damage it's taken and beginning to re-heal itself. Okay. And that brings us to the top of the initiative, which is that stump that just hit Siegfried's gonna go again. It's gonna miss this time though, I think, with only like an 11. Yep, an 11.
Cool.
Which then brings us to which one is who? This is the thing. I labeled them with letters instead of colors, so now I don't know who's who. All right, the one next to Kevhorn is going to attack him. Or no, it's going to attack Kelborn because Kelborn just grabbed him with the with the vine whip. Gonna miss with an 8.
Nah.
We then go to Kevhorn.
Buddy.
You're fine. You haven't been hit much yet this campaign.
And the one time I did, I almost died. I'm using second wind.
All right, tell me how much you get.
Oh, not bad.
Actually, you're
11.
fine. Yeah, you get 11.
11.
Excuse me, gosh.
I lay on hands. Oh, it's an action. Do I really need 5 health though? Not really. I will. We don't see the unicorn, right?
You do see it.
Oh, it's over there.
It's over there now.
We need to take care of these stumps. I will stab at the stump.
All right, stab at the stump.
Would a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay, nice. Does my strike of the giants automatically?
The yep, that D6 or whatever you get from the stone giant thing always is added onto your attacks.
Okay. And I can't choose once it goes. Ooh, okay. I'm about to smack this thing. 12 plus 9, 21.
21 points of damage.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, 21.
All right. Big stab into the stumps. Rotten wood splinters off of it and smoke pours out of it. This necrotic smoke, but it is still being a stump.
That is it for me.
That is it for Kevhorn. We then go to Kelborn.
Okay, does that unicorn look like it is protected by a shield thing still?
No.
Okay. In that case, I cast confusion on it.
All right. What's the save for confusion?
That is a. So I feel like I should know. Wisdom.
And is it a charm?
Probably. Enchantment. Let's see.
Normally at the end it says something about like if you're immune to being charmed.
This spell affects wisdom spell. Target. At the end of your turn. I don't see anything about it being a charm or like.
Okay. It probably isn't then.
Okay.
It fails.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's confused. I did something. So yeah, I confuse it, and then Kelborn is going to just kind of walk this way and up behind this stump.
Walk this way. All right. All right. Next, a stump uproots itself and begins to stride forward.
Don't like this.
To Caphorn. Gonna miss with a 14. And then
No.
the water next to you, Caphorn, begins to churn and begins to rise up into a serpentine-like shape. As a creature raises itself, made up of this toxic water, it is going to lash out at you.
Oh, good. Benjamin's goddess is here to help us.
Never mind.
Huzzah.
The first one's a 17.
Does not hit.
Second attack. Gonna miss as well with an 8. It like tries to slam down on you, but you're able to roll out of the way to avoid it.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Benjamin.
Okay. I am going to 5, 10, 15 feet run forward. Looks like I'm being so heroic, being such a good guy. As I'm running, Misty Step over here. On the other side of the river, just like running and then appear on the other side.
Dang, I'm gonna get some backups.
Don't worry. Oh, actually, no, I already did it. It's all right. It's okay. I am going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
How's that stump looking?
Which one?
The one to the right of
This one?
Caphorn. I believe the one that he was hitting before.
Yes.
Looks like a stump. It's pretty rotten. Bark splintered off. Necrotic smoke pouring out of it.
I'll do
The usual stump things.
Do one beam at the stump and one beam at the corrupted water weird, whatever the fuck it is.
All right.
To the stump, that is an 18. To the water creature, that's a 26.
Both hit.
Cool. Stump takes 7 force damage. Water takes 3 force damage.
All right. Are either of them pushed? How much did the water the weird take?
Don't have that anymore.
Damn it.
Because I wanted to be able to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Oh, sorry. I meant the damage for the weird. How much did it take?
Oh, sorry. That was 3 damage, I believe.
Okay. Yep. And then no pushing. Got it.
No pushing. I got
All
rid of that for the time being. That's all of my things. And then my shark conveniently has just enough swimming/flying speed to get up to the unicorn. And got a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 13 piercing damage.
More than the crit did.
Yeah, I rolled 2 1s and a 2 on that crit. I truly did so poorly.
All right. Anything else from you, Benjamin?
No, I have exhausted everything that I can do.
All right. The confusion table. What's the roll for it?
Yes, I believe it's a 1d10. Yes, 1d10.
1d10. All right. What does a 6 do?
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
All right.
Take it.
It ends its turn. You feel your hold on confusion disappear from it.
Oh,
no.
That's a problem. Did I lose concentration on the spell, though?
I will say that you wouldn't be able to recast it. It is like the unicorn has completely cleansed it. So it wouldn't do you any good to hold concentration. You can, but it wouldn't do any good to you.
Cool.
It's a weird gray area. I mean, because it's just weird that it's a radius spell. You know what I mean? But I think it only affects creatures that are in the radius when you cast it, I assume.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's what it
so
is.
I dropped the concentration essentially. Right.
Okay. At the end of the unicorn's turn, it's Siegfried's turn.
Joy. I might
Joy,
have to
he
slay that,
says.
but we'll see. I'm gonna run up here. Oops, other way. That way.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Word of Radiance as this energy begins to shoot out of Siegfried. And I need Constitution saving throws.
All right. From just the 2 stumps?
Yeah.
All right. Any kind of cool? Nope. Am I on the right page? Yes, I am. Okay, the first one gets a 22.
That will pass.
Second one gets a 12.
That will fail.
All right.
The one that failed will take 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant.
Decent.
And then I will cast Healing Word on Kevhorn.
All right. How much do you heal him for?
That will be Try, where's my D4? There it is. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kevhorn, you get 3 points of healing.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
All right. Very cool. At the end of Siegfried's turn, we have a legendary action. I think the unicorn is going to heal itself again. Which is kind of nice for you because it does take up all of its legendary actions to do that, but it's also healing. Oh, I forgot to roll that other thing too.
No, you don't need to roll that.
Oh, no,
Unless
I
that's
should.
the-
I should.
Auto self damage roll and
No. It's actually even better than that.
You don't need to re-roll that beam attack. That's definitely on a recharge.
Whatever do you mean? At the end of Siegfried's turn, from the water, next to your shark, appears another one of these weirds.
Gosh,
And it's gonna
Rude.
slam into your shark.
that's so
Twice.
weird.
That's so weird. A natural 20 on the first one.
I mean, yeah, that'll hit.
Oh god, it does a lot. I forgot. Where's my other D6? Did I? Oh, okay, there we go. It takes 13 points of bludgeoning and 11 points of necrotic.
What? I don't know, because it is classified as undead. Is there anything different with that, or?
I'll say it takes the full necrotic damage, but it is immune to this other trait that could possibly happen if one of the other ones of you get hit by this water weird.
Okay. Good to know.
It's gonna attack again. It does. I think it. Well, actually, no. It is a shark. 12.
12 is its armor class.
All right, let's get some more damage on this thing. Get the summon out of here. Oh, I rolled the good. 15 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of necrotic.
Yep, that's enough to take it.
And there goes the shark.
Goodbye. I mean, I got a couple hits in.
Yeah, I got some
Also
rounds in.
absorbed a round of attacks from a weird. So
Mm-hmm. This is true. All right. With that, we go back to the top. Little Stumpy is going to attack. Which Stumpy is it? It's Stumpy on Kelborn.
No, stop dancing.
So so for the audience, I DM'd another game earlier today, and I rolled 4 natural 20s in that game. Just got my second of this game. Yikes. All right, let's see. Cold damage. I don't have dice out for crits. Get some dice out for crits.
Can your shield do anything?
I don't think his armor class is high enough.
You can't get past a crit.
Yeah, that's true. Crits auto hit.
So let's do the cold damage first. Cold damage is going to be 11.
Ooh.
And on top of that, the necrotic damage. So this is all one hit. So if it's over your half, 11 points of necrotic damage. So
that's 22.
22.
Which is exactly half of my max HP.
Let's do a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I also forgot who he was attacking. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
5? That's pretty good.
That's gonna fail. Where are my system shock rules, for God's sake? There we go. Wait, that's not a system shock. That's something else. That's something mean. The hell is it? There we go. Roll me a d10.
What if I don't want to?
Well, you did
a
confusion.
1? That's a good 1? That's a good number, right?
You watch as this stump just cracks Kelborn in the temple and he drops to 0 HP.
That's fine. I had 4 HP anyway, so it was going to happen.
All right, this is going good, gang. Stumps only have 1 attack, right? Yes, they've only been doing 1 attack. They only have 1 attack. Stump number 2 is going to attack Siegfried because he just took damage from him. Okay, 19.
That'll hit.
No. 7 points of cold damage, 1 point of necrotic damage.
It's not too bad. Not too bad.
Now we're up to Kefhorn.
I will cast Mirror Image and spawn my Echo right here.
All right.
And that is it.
That is your turn. All right. With Kevhorn's turn ending, where Kelborn, you just got rocked by this stump and you hit the ground hard. You can feel Finks flying over you, and your eyes are opening and shutting, just trying to get some kind of semblance of what's going on around you. Whisper me a death saving throw, please.
Hey. Hold on, I just have to locate my phone. I'm gonna send it over Discord. It's just easier for me. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You got to record and stuff going on. I don't blame you for a second.
There you go.
All right, very cool. We then go to. Are you in play, young Sycamore? You are. Stump next to Kev Horns, going to attack. It misses with a 12. Then which one are you? Oh, you're the one next to Kev Horn, aren't you? The weird is going to slam down on you twice. First one, what's your modifier, sir? 16.
Does not hit.
Second attack. 23. So roll for your mirror image.
23, you said?
Yeah, unless you're trying to shield it. I mean, you have mirror images. You don't have to waste shield right now.
Yeah, I know. What dice do I roll for that one?
Let me see. I think it's a D20.
I think it's a D20, and then depending on how many mirror images you have up, determines what the threshold is number.
Yes. You roll a D20. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher. If you have 2, it's 8, and if you only have 1, it's 11. So you just need a 6 or higher. Attack one of your duplicates.
Let's go.
12.
Okay.
12. So duplicate is destroyed. Also, I think technically it's supposed to be attacking your duplicates even if it doesn't hit your HP, but that's fine. We'll do that in the following attacks. So, down to 2. As this water slams down into it, destroying it and leaving its pollution in its wake. All right. Are we feeling jazzy yet, kids?
I'm feeling very dead.
Feeling it
Very
now,
unconscious.
Mr. Krabs.
Benjamin.
Okay. I am going to drop bark skin, coral skin,
All right.
if you will, as I reach out with the staff of Lulth.
Ooh.
And coming from the trees, from the rivers, from everywhere, I cast Spider Plague
Oh,
to blanket
warning,
both
spiders.
the unicorn and the weird up in that
All
corner.
right. Let me get a little nasty guy. What is the...
There's a 20-foot radius.
All right, let me get this to be 20 feet.
Nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
20-foot radius, so it should be up to
Radius
40.
I can get both of
25,
them.
30, 35, 40.
Woo. Gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, that there is great.
All right, those aren't spiders, but what can you do?
I
Rock
need
grubs.
a Constitution saving throw from both of them, please.
All right. The unicorn rolled high. Unicorn rolled a 21.
Okay.
The weird, on the other hand, rolled a 14.
Okay, so the weird fails. So they'll take all of this damage. Unicorn will take half. I rolled exceptionally well. That is 34 piercing damage.
Ooh, very good. So 17 to the unicorn, 34 to the weird.
I forgot about Huey, perhaps. So I'm gonna have him come over.
He's a
and
little invisible guy.
give advantage to my anchor, who is also going to then move 30 feet over to here, and take a swing at the weird for my bonus action.
All right.
Oh Lord, I think I miss anyways. I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that's a 9.
That is gonna fail, or miss, if you will.
Actually, I just don't. I'm gonna move I don't want to be closer to the water. I'm gonna stay exactly where I'm at. Everywhere is bad.
Benjamin doesn't want to be close to water.
This is nasty water. This isn't good water.
Kevhorn probably wants to be just coated in it.
Ew.
Unicorn moves. And let's see. Okay, I'll allow that. It will end its turn.
I like that less. That feels more ominous.
What do you mean? Siegfried.
All right. Siegfried will say Priamus, and he's going to cast Word of Radiance again. So I need Constitution saving throws.
All right. One is going to get a 21.
That'll
The
pass.
other is going to get a 15.
That'll pass too. So
All right. No damage.
I don't know. I did double check. The Spider Plague is difficult terrain. I don't know.
Yep, I reduced its speed by half.
Okay, just double checking.
Yep.
And
I gotcha.
Seeing Kelborn go down, Siegfried is going to move here.
2 opportunity attacks.
And all right,
First one's a 15.
that will miss.
Second one will also miss.
Cool.
Let's go.
And he is going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
All right.
That is
Love you.
27 hit points.
Oh, well, that's big.
You get 13 hit points.
Oh, sad.
Damn.
I mean,
Benjamin,
no.
you're looking in that direction. You hear as Siegfried casts his spell, you start to see the unicorn's skin regain strength as it's also gaining HP from the spell.
The unicorn is healing when you heal other people. It's bad.
I will say, as a
bad.
side note, Siegfried, I forgot to mention this at the top of your turn. You did feel a pounding pain in your head as well.
Okay.
All right. Water weird, or the weird, I should say. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Wait, not, sorry. 40, 30, there we go. Back a little bit. I was like, remember it's rough terrain, and it just kept going. I don't care. All right, moves out of the spider play. Stumpy. Hey, Kelborn. How you doing?
Playing dead.
It is going to reach out to Siegfried. It is going to try to attack Siegfried. 17 to hit you, Siegfried.
Roy.
That hits?
Yeah.
Or it does? Okay. Little bit of baby damage. 7 cold damage, 1 necrotic.
Siegfried does not look great.
Oh, lordy Lou.
And when I said the two TPKs, I meant it. No, this isn't going the way I wanted it. Anyway. Stumpy! It's going after... you know what? It's going to... There's so many Cavorns here. It's going to roll a D4. Roll a 1, so it's going after Cavorn Prime. Roll your D20. It's going to miss anyway. It doesn't matter. It can't even hit any of your duplicates. So that one misses. Then we then go to Cavorn.
Muted, bud. Very muted. So muted.
So muted.
Incredibly muted.
If I were to use an item, would it be an action or a bonus action?
It depends on the item.
It's the granite, the stone giant.
That you can just use as a free action.
Okay, I will use that and I will gain stone skin.
Very good. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
And I will... God, I don't know what the fuck to
It
do.
is gone now. It is a consumable, so it is gone.
Yeah. I need these guys out of my way. I will attack the weird.
All right.
I need to save my advantages for anything the unicorn throws at me. Ooh. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, okay. Snap. Seven.
7 points of damage.
And I will Unleash Incarnate. Echo's gonna attack. For a... What is that? 23?
That'll hit.
Oh wait, Strike a Stone Giant also. I guess I'll add it to this one. 12 plus. That'll be 20 damage.
20 damage. 2 big hits on this thing as the toxic water roils through its body.
It's not down yet.
Nope.
Action surge.
All right.
Yeah.
I need these things off of me. 15.
15 will hit.
I don't have any more Strike of the Stone Dragons. That is a 11.
11. Oh, that's right. You only get a certain amount. You don't have to automatically add them. Sorry. I was mistaken.
No, all good. I'm with these gone as fast as possible anyways.
All right. Still standing.
That is it from that is it for me.
All right. Cool. It is then Kelborn.
So, question.
Yes.
Standing up, half my movement.
Yes.
15 is my current movement. Am I reducing by 5 or reducing by 10 when I stand up?
I'll say you have 10 movement left when you fully stand.
So I will stand up. I will cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on the tree in front of me.
Okay.
I think this is a sycamore. And I am going to swing. Oh, am I still blessed?
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't done concentration checks on Siegfried. Let's just do one concentration check just to cover all of them.
Me concentration?
Yep.
I have been rolling them.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, cool. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So I'm just going to mark that down so I remember. All right. So in that case, yes, I swing at this Stumpy.
Stumpy.
That is a natural 20. No joke.
Nice.
So
double them dice or double them damage.
The damage dice was 2 1s, but I'll roll for the
Very
crit
cool.
damage after. So that's 2 damage plus 5 for Hunter's Mark. So 7. The psychic damage is 3. 10. Plus 6 for my hit. So 16 damage. And then let me roll for the crit.
You do roll your damage dice, your Hunter's Mark dice, any dice that you roll.
I rolled the 2 1s the first time. I rolled 2 6s. So
Nice.
So 12 plus, what was it, 16?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that?
28.
28. And then you said I also roll the Hunter's Mark.
Yep, any dice that you roll would be doubled or rolled.
Another
double the
6. So what?
34.
Yes.
34. I roll the psychic dice as well.
Yep.
4. Dude, what the fuck?
37.
37.
Double your psychic dice?
Yeah, I just did that. Yeah.
Yep, you just added up.
So 37 as I bring my, I stand up from this and I just cleave my giant sword through this stump. Is it still up?
It's still up.
Okay, I take my extra attack. And I
for
bring it back
CR
the
monsters
other
are
way.
pretty freaking beefy.
Yeah.
And that one hadn't been hurt yet.
So yes, no, I don't get the second dice on the second attack. I'm literally not even joking you. I rolled another nat 20.
Nice.
We need it.
You're not gonna be able to see it. So that is
So the
6
Hunter's Mark and the damage dice get doubled.
6 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. No, sorry, that's my bless. 8 damage there. And then 9 damage on top of that. That's kind of sucked for damage on that one.
Yeah, 17.
So, yeah.
I hate to say that it's still standing.
Oh,
But
it
barely.
hurts.
Barely.
Barely. It's up to you.
So
So
I
that's
haven't been hit too well, so.
yeah, that's everything. I think.
okay.
I can't believe this
We're
thing's still
gonna-
alive. Holy crap!
Stump. Gonna go after Kevhorn. Kevhorn, roll your mirror image. Rolled a 19. You have to get Well, actually, you'd rather roll bad on this one if it misses you. But I don't know if it misses you or not.
I rolled an 18.
An 18 destroys one of the duplicates. You're down to 1. And that brings us to what a weird. It's going to attack you twice, Kevhorn. First one, roll your little mirror image.
19.
19. What's your dexterity modifier?
I have that 1.
1.
Plus
So it would be 11, so it destroys your last mirror image. And then it's going straight for you. That one is a 19 to hit, I want to say. Yes, a 19 to hit.
Shield. All
right, you block that hit. It's then Benjamin's turn.
Okay, so I am going to reach into my pocket, pull out the spell coin that I got from Miriandra.
All right.
First of all, I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts at the unicorn.
All right.
Ooh. That is going to be 21 and a 16.
Both will hit.
Okay, that is 17 force damage to it.
All right.
And as the remains of the coin filters out of my hand, I am going to cast Hunger of Hadar on top of that unicorn.
Ooh.
It's the same size as the spider plague, so that goes away, and just inky black darkness erupts around this unicorn. Nothing will happen yet.
Yeah.
But when it starts its turn, let me tell you, things will happen.
It's starting its turn now. What's happening?
I'm not done with my turn yet.
Oh, well,
sir.
there you go then. Keep
Because
moving.
I'm gonna have Huey give me advantage on my anchor attack against the water weird.
All right.
Oh, that's much better. That's 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 9 cold damage.
9 cold damage. Okay.
Cool. Its speed is reduced, but I don't think it's gonna move.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna take 1 step in this direction to get further away from the water.
Fair enough. All right. Now Unicorn starts its turn.
I need a dexterity saving throw as it is being caressed by chains in the darkness.
Don't say that. That's gross. This is a family
truly
show.
what's
Damn
happening
it.
Inside of here.
16.
That does save against my DC, which means it just doesn't do anything, but it is blinded while it's inside of there because it is total darkness.
You'd think.
It does say no light, magical, or otherwise can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded.
All right.
It is also, again, difficult terrain.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm just my job so far has been to ping and slow down this fucking unicorn.
25. That's its movement.
Oh boy.
And then it dashes.
It doesn't like Benjamin.
Buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Rushes towards you full gallop. All right, but it used its action. Siegfried.
Everything is awesome. Siegfried is going to Sacred Flame this one.
All right, that's a dex save, right?
Dexterity, yep.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
At least it was used up on a save.
That's true.
And I apparently can't really heal. I can kind of heal. I'm just gonna. I'll end my turn.
All right.
Oh wait.
Sounds good.
Actually, one more thing. Sorry. Can I? We agreed to the like potion.
Yeah, potion bonus action. You can use one bonus action potion if it's a healing potion.
Right. I'll do that then. So I'll use mine. That's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh,
I need a little something.
You know what I forgot to do earlier, and I kind of want to have you all do now.
Hey.
No.
Kevhorn, Siegfried, Kelborn, give me a Constitution saving throw quick.
Oh.
Hey.
Me too, right?
Yes.
A 12.
Okay.
Don't.
11.
11. Okay.
I don't trust it. I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Okay.
Fuck. It's a good thing I rolled with advantage. One of them was on that one. 23.
Okay. Sounds good.
I hate that.
What do you mean? At the end of Siegfried's turn, once again, smoke vapors will start to come up around the unicorn and create a dome around it. And then we go to 5, 10, 15, the weird 25, 30, 35, 40. It can get a Kevhorn. It's going to go after him twice. You do still have shield because you used it recently. It's going to miss both times. And unfortunately, at the end of the turn, I believe we have to end for the week, which puts us in a weird spot because our baby boy Kevhorn is going to be gone for a couple weeks. So we will speak over as a group while we do. Maybe we can slip in another one at some point, recording session at some point. I don't know. Probably not. We'll try to figure it out. If worst comes to worst, I can run Kevhorn, but I don't want to take that away from Kyle. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. But thank you all so much for joining us this week. I hate to leave you all in the middle of a really tough battle, but them's the breaks, kid. Hit the bricks or whatever you say. So thank you all so much for joining us. Be sure to follow all my players on their various social medias, as well as Swindler's Den on its. And if you're like, hey, I love a good Swindler's Den, but I can't watch a video. I'm at work, baby. We do have a Patreon, $1 a month. You can listen to the audio-only versions and download them so you don't have to use your Wi-Fi while you're not at home. Or you're not your Wi-Fi, your internet. Anyway, I'm babbling. We got to go. It's bedtime. Good night, everybody.